harrisoncountyschools.com. The Harrison County School District is expanding its free summer feeding program this year. As Ava Schwing reports, the district has a new option aimed at helping families dealing with rising grocery costs.
I'm really excited about this new program because we will be going out into 4 different communities every week to distribute these 7-day meal packs.
The Harrison County School District is kicking off its free summer feeding program June 1st, this year with a new option for families. For the first time, parents can pick up a full week's worth of breakfasts and lunches in a single trip, 7 days of meals all at once. Director of Child Nutrition Brad Barlow says around 200 children have already pre-registered online.
Every summer we feed between 200 and 300,000 meals during the 2 months of summer. Those numbers have not decreased. They've actually increased. So we know that there's a real need out there, and we have families that continue to come to our programs year after year.
The bulk pickup option is designed to save families both time and money. Meals are free for any child 18 or younger, no matter what school district they attend. Families do not have to pre-register and can sign up on site when they arrive.
Everyone understands inflation. It's very real, whether you're buying gas or going to the grocery store. Simply by providing breakfast and lunch throughout the summer will alleviate some of the grocery burden that households are experiencing out in our communities.
The USDA-administered program runs through July 17th at school locations and through the district's mobile dining trailer. Locations, times, menu items, and other information are available on the district's website. In Harrison County, Ava Schwing, WLOX News Now.
And parents who want to eat with their children can purchase breakfast for $2.50 and lunch for $4.